Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching from. It's a warm, sunny day, unusually, for March in Berlin. I remember being here before, just absolutely freezing cold on these days. We're here at the doors to Hall 9 at the Messe Berlin at ITB. Let's go in and do the full tour. Thanks for your time in advance. ITB is a huge trade show, 150-something thousand people. If you're in the travel tech industry like us, obviously a lot of that isn't relevant to you because it's visit Africa or visit UK or what have you. There's an area for airlines, car rental, incoming, all that kind of stuff. Travel tech, what are the stages and the areas that you should be interested in? Okay, so we've just come into Hall 9. Hall 9 is probably the biggest area that's mostly travel tech, and these are the bigger stands. These are the companies like, I don't know, I haven't seen them, but I bet Amadeus has got a stand, that kind of thing. Follow me through. We're going to go through to the next area, which is Hall 8.1, which is where you see a lot of the hospitality tech companies, a lot of the smaller ones. So let's get down there. Come on guys, keep up. So here we are in Hall 6.1, 5.1 and 6.1. The 0.1 means they're on the ground floor. One of the important areas here, if you're thinking about either watching panels and talks, because believe it or not, at ITB they got several stages where they're holding all kinds of different talks and debates. Obviously there's ones to the tourism area, there's ones to the incoming, airlines, all that kind of stuff. But for the travel tech stage, the main one here is the e-travel stage. It's the e-travel track. That's run by Dirk, Charlotte and Leah, who work for ITB and help to run those stages. We've got several clients speaking on stage here this week, and that's probably the place that you want to be speaking. If you wanted to do that, let's say you would need to speak with Dirk, Leah or Charlotte, and it's well in advance. We started the conversations in September, October for this, and here we are first week of March now to have people on stage. So they really plan a long way in advance to take it incredibly seriously. From 10 a.m. through to 5 p.m. the whole day, that room's full. And it's a great place to hang out and network. You look here, the people popping out, I'm sure you'd recognise some of the faces. If you're a first-time ITB attendee, or you come occasionally, or if you're just a mere mortal, one of the first things that you will notice about ITB is it's such a huge space, so dispersed over different floors. The navigating your way around it is almost impossible. You can take up to 40 minutes to get from one part to the other. Even when you know the areas, like that we know the different areas quite well, can navigate reasonably easily, you can still get lost. I got lost a minute ago and we had to turn around again for something. Now this is a map here of the overall space. This gives you an idea of how things work. To some extent, things are kind of logical. 8 goes into 10, 9 is over here, kind of, but it's incredibly complicated. So first thing you want to do before you come is look online. Second thing you do when you get here is you want to get one of the maps that they give out. These little kind of like pocket maps. And the third thing you want to do is just allow a lot of extra time, be very patient, ask people, etc., and don't try and think too logically. Now, where things really start to get confusing is often you've got to go between different levels. There's like 3 or 4 different levels, I think, here in this building. And that's sometimes where even if you've got a lot of experience with it, you get a little bit lost. So we're changing levels here. I'm pretty certain that when we come up here, we're going to go out exactly where it is I want to go. One of the other rooms that's super important for us and a lot of our clients is Hall 8.1, which is where we are here. This goes 150 or so square meters, and it's about sort of 30-40 meters deep. Smaller stands, very focused on hospitality tech, so I can see their ideas. Sendai, cloud beds, Amadeus Hospitality, so it gives you an idea. PMSs, data providers, revenue management tools, those kind of companies. These are much smaller stands. Obviously, if you're thinking of investing one, then the cost point is much cheaper than some of the ones that are up there. Good place to hang around, and a good networking tip as well. If you're between meetings and you're not sure what to do, you want to network, find the hall that's most relevant for you. So if you're into hospitality tech, come and stand somewhere like this, because this is a juncture where we are now, where sooner or later you'll see everyone you want to meet with. So don't book any meetings, just stand here. That'd be my tip. No doubt you've got lots of questions. I'm imagining some of those questions might be, what people attend if you don't come to this. Bear in mind, this is a trade show. This isn't a conference. There's great stages, there's great content, but people are here mostly for trade shows. That means that they're doing meetings, people are back-to-back, people, they're very sales focused. And then if you're thinking about how do you take advantage of this, and in particular kind of networking and things that you need to do, again, it all comes down to the planning. You've got to really plan well in advance. You've got to look online, see whose parties and events. You've got to get the meetings in the diary of people well in advance, and you've really got to plan how to get yourself around the meetings. I can't stress how much, how intense this show is. On your feet, very tiring, the walking around, the stress. There's a lot of cancellations of meetings because people don't arrive on time, security issues coming in and out, taxi problems, that kind of stuff. So you really need to come with an open mind and flexible diary. Be prepared to be very tired, but this is probably one of the most productive trade shows in the world, definitely up there with World Travel Market, maybe one or two others. So it's kind of like a three-line whip. Probably anyone and everyone you want to be dealing with is very, very likely to be here. I hope you found the tour useful. As always, follow us, like us, share, give us your feedback, tell us things that you want to see. That's enough for me now. I'm starving. I'm going to go get some lunch. Take care, guys.